Mixing of thin bed adhesive (TBA). HENNER AAC blocks are laid using recommended tools and accessories. HENNER specially formulated thin bed adhesive or TBA comes pre-bagged in 40 kilograms. The TBA achieves up to 4 hours fire rating, has the required bond strength and proven compatibility when used with HENNER AAC blocks as a system. Prepare the TBA by mixing with 12 to 14 liters of water for each 40 kilogram bag. The TBA is thoroughly mixed using a stirrer attached to an electric power drill. After stirring between 3 to 5 minutes, let the mix stand for about 3 minutes for the additives to dissolve and finally stir for another 3 to 5 minutes. Too little water in mix. Uneven application. Too much water in mix. Dripping, messy and wasteful. Never manually mix the TBA. Never use a bricklayer's trowel to apply the TBA. A consistent TBA mix should be applied onto a piece of block using a notched trowel. Laying the first course of AAC blocks. HENNER AAC blocks are supplied, packed and secured on pallets. In order to keep the blocks dry, only remove the plastic wrapping just prior to use. Once the site is ready for block work, you should commence by setting out the walls. For the ground floor and wet areas, a damp-proof membrane or DPC should first be installed to prevent rising dampness in the walls. Next, the first course of HENNER AAC blocks is installed using a thick bed weak mortar. The thick bed weak mortar is prepared using a ratio of 1 part of cement with 6 parts of sand. The block is positioned using a rubber mallet and the level checked. The mortar bed is generally 20 to 30 millimeters thick. The block perpends are all fully bonded using HENNER TBA. For large quantities of cutting, a band saw provides speed and convenience. HENNER AAC blocks can be cut easily using a tungsten tip saw. It is recommended to begin laying of the first course in the later half of the day. The first course of blocks should be allowed to set overnight before commencing subsequent courses. By laying the first course correctly, subsequent courses can be laid quickly and accurately. HENNER AAC block laying. Ensure you have gathered the recommended tools and accessories before you begin. FB2 tie, notched trowel, rubber mallet, hand saw, spirit leveler. The AAC wall should be tied back to the structural concrete frame using FB2 ties with power-driven nails. HENNER TBA is applied using a notch trowel to bond the HENNER AAC blockwork. FB2 tie spacing is 600 mm along columns. Be sure to match the size of the notch trowel to the width of the block to ensure full TBA coverage. All joints in the HENNER AAC wall should be fully filled with minimal gaps present. Long walls will require intermediate stiffness supports in accordance to design code. Maximum length of walls should be limited to 4 meters, while maximum height of walls should be limited to 4.5 meters. Scrape any excessive TBA away as work progresses. Any gaps between the reinforced concrete frame and block walls should be packed with a weak mortar. Chasings for mechanical and electrical services. Installation of electrical conduits and other services are convenient in HENNER AAC walls. First, mark the lines of the chasing. Next, cut the chasing using a circular saw. The tabs between cuts are then merely broken off using a chisel. The maximum depth of chasing should be 1/3 the wall thickness. Once conduits are installed, patch the chasings using a lean mortar. A fiber mesh should be used over the chasings when applying the skim coat or render coatings to prevent shrinkage cracks. Door frames and window frames. Both steel and timber door frames are easily installed into the HENNER AAC block work using the appropriate metal ties. Preferably, door frames should be installed prior to commencement of block work for secured fastening and easy installation. Fire doors, roller shutters, and heavy door types will require stiffener supports. Similarly, metal and timber window frames can be easily fitted into HENNER AAC block walls. Wall panels. HENNER AAC wall panels are supplied to site in bundles. These are lifted into place by a crane using a cradle or nylon slings. All HENNER AAC panels are clearly marked and should be installed in accordance to the approved shop drawings. Never interchange or substitute panels. Never cut panels unless indicated on drawing. Ensure level supports for panels. Ensure adequate bearing length as shown in shop drawings. Waterproofing. As with all masonry, it is required to waterproof HENNER AAC walls in wet areas. The floor waterproof coating should be extended up the wall by 300 mm. At splash areas such as shower cubicles, the waterproofing should be extended to at least 1.5 meters high. By following these basic guidelines and procedures, the installation of HENNER products can be undertaken quickly while achieving the highest quality of workmanship.